Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Drams. As always, I am joined here by the people who, well, I'll just say my lovely cast here. So we've
illustrious crew.
Illustrious crew. I like that. Illustrious. Yes. Why don't we just talk? As always, what are you guys drinking tonight? Whoever would like to start.
I'm Ed, and I'm playing Agnomeio, but my secret identity, or not so secret, is Noro, or other way around. And I'm drinking Blood Oath, Pack 7. I grabbed a couple bottles I really haven't been drinking much of. And this was actually, Erica grabbed this, because this is the one that's finished in Sauternes, and she usually loves that sweet stuff. But she didn't much care for this, so now it's mine.
Excellent. Is that the newest one, 7? Or I thought that they had an 8 already.
No, this was 2?
Okay, I didn't.
Or a year ago, something like that.
Okay, that makes me feel better because I was like confident that they were past 7, but yeah.
They're on 8 for sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, well, Clifton, how about you next?
Yeah, I am not drinking Blood Oath Pack 8, but I have reviewed it. It is good, but no, since last episode, my character was poisoned. I thought I'd go a little weird, so I went with the Ardbeg Fermutation, since Excellent. The whole poison theme. But my name is Clifton. My channel is Bourbon Bytes, and I play Knobolas, a half-elf warlock who is currently poisoned.
Awesome. So Clifton, I gotta ask, did you have any luck at the slots in Vegas?
You know what? Actually, I did pretty well. Not like, nice. Amazing. Kind of evened out pretty much, which is always a good thing in my book.
Yeah.
But it was so great meeting so many people from the community there. I see Adriana's in the chat, meeting her and Nick and the Livewire guys, and just so many great people from the community. Chris and Lil, of course. And also seeing some familiar faces and friends. It just was an absolutely amazing time. So next year, if you guys are interested, there's going to be kind of a semi-regular Whiskey Tube Labor Day weekend kind of get together. So you guys are all invited. So definitely stay in touch with all that.
I've never been to Vegas, so that
would oh my gosh, we got to take you to Vegas. Okay. I want to see you come out like the drunk Ed come out.
That kills me, Clifton. Like literally 2 days ago, so we went camping this last weekend, and we all just decided, hey, this needs to be our Labor Day tradition. So I think, unfortunately, I am perpetually out, but I totally want to go. So if you end up doing another trip to Vegas, which I know you go like 17 times
I go to Vegas
year,
all the time.
Yeah.
It was a 37-minute flight for me. So
oh my gosh,
it's pretty easy.
Awesome. All right, so Jason, what are you drinking tonight? Question everybody's asking.
Yeah, tonight I broke out my one of my favorite scotches of all time, Bunnahabhain 18.
Nice.
As the weather starts getting a little cooler, I start leaning more towards Scotch, which is funny since September is Bourbon Heritage Month.
Oh crap! Oh man!
Oh damn!
That's why it's poison. It's poison.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is one of the older I only have one of these left after this bottle of one of the old Black Label Bunnahabhain 18s, which I think are just absolutely ridiculously good. Yeah, I'm celebrating a small milestone on my channel tonight. 70,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
awesome! Congratulations.
I spotted that yesterday, and I saw the 69.9, or maybe 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, he's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it. Awesome! Yeah, congratulations.
I'm not gonna really do like a thing for it, but I do like seeing that number 7. I think when I hit 75, if I'm 3/4 of the way to maybe hitting that 100,000 mark, I'll celebrate. But yeah, special pour for a special night. So
awesome.
I appreciate it. And I play Alessio Morte. I play Alessio Morte, the Dark Soul, who also was poisoned in the leg and then dropped on a pile of other people. As I watched my brother and Rapier completely annihilate everyone.
Yes.
That makes it sound so much creepier than what my intention was.
Annihilated. Yes. It was great. And Molly, how are you tonight?
Hi. I'm doing well. I'm wearing my glasses tonight because I had my eyes dilated earlier and I couldn't see anything. So I spent the last half of my workday being like, what does it say on my screen? So luckily I can see you all here right now and it's great. As a reminder, I play Daffy Sageblossom, a wood elf paladin. And I know nobody asked, but I'm drinking fruit punch and it matches my ensemble.
Oh, so, very nice.
That's your outfit.
Very
I mean, I did turn my TV green for a reason. I was like, oh, green bottle. So I kind of the same thing.
Oh, nice. Yes. Everybody's wondering, Molly, who are you wearing tonight? Kool-Aid Man. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't work. You gotta bust through a wall and do that, Molly.
I'll work on it.
Maybe
I'll
Daffy
use
will.
false boots.
Daffy will tonight.
Daffy can bust these walls. There you go.
Yeah, Daffy might, Das Boot some walls tonight.
Das
for
Boot.
sure.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. I am drinking some beer tonight. So I think I might have mentioned this to you guys. Now it seems on whatever Tuesday or every Tuesday we end up going out to dinner, my family, and we play trivia, and we do really, really well. Like legitimately, we win most of the time. And tonight we were in first place until the very last question, and we got both parts of the last question wrong. We ended up going down to fifth place, which sucked. But all that to say, I've already had like 3 beers, and I'm having number 4. And then I'm going to switch to scotch later because you guys are all drinking scotch, and bourbon doesn't even occur to me to be a thing I want to drink tonight. So
A drunk DM.
Oh man, what are we
Not-
in for?
I've had a couple times where that was the case, and I'm not there yet, but we'll see what I can get going. So cool. All right. So before we get everything's flickering and awful. Hold on. All right.
Oh God.
What is happening? All right. I fixed it. I didn't do anything, but I fixed it. Anyway, so real quick, let me just thank our patrons. We did actually end up getting a new patron last week as well. So let's see. It was James Taylor ended up joining last week at the $5 tier. So thank you, James.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, we also we have EJ, Tony Two Toes, Steve A, Mike Cullerton, and Adriana as our other patrons as well. So if anybody would like to see any sort of behind the scenes stuff, we have additional lore that we put up on our Patreon, as well as maps and drawings and all kinds of fun stuff. It's just kind of like, honestly, I just have fun with the Patreon, and I think it's fun. So if you're interested, feel free to join. Otherwise, check out the rest of the links in the description. Join our Discord. It'd be fun to have more people in there. And now that we're done with all that stuff, let's get into the game. When last we saw our heroes, their lifeboat had been capsized by an angry sea. They struggled to get back in the boat, ropes were tossed, and ultimately all members, including Walter and Elric, pulled themselves in. They were soaking wet and not out of danger when another wave approached, threatening to overturn their boat once more. Demagal, a large bronze dragon, came from the storm, picked them up, boat and all, and dropped them on a beach in the bush of Gilriel, to the south of Knife's Edge. They made camp on the beach, and Agnomeio discovered the bag that Salt had been carrying around was magical, and would produce whatever food he thought of when reaching in. The group had just settled down to have some food when they were attacked by a group of lizard men who were shooting blow darts tipped with some sort of paralyzing poison. People were dropping left and right, falling to the sand, eyes locked open, labored breathing, and unable to move. Agnomeio whipped and cut his way through the remainder of the lizard men, and then sat watching the jungle with his rapier at his side and a chunk of pork in his belly. We return to the group the next morning as the sun rises and you all begin to stir with major headaches and weakness in your bodies.
Wakey, wakey, my friends. It is time for ups. Everybody stop being paralyzed now. I have been bored all night.
I can't. I'm a little groggy. You have some Excedrin?
Oh, but I have a handful of bacon. Eat some bacon.
Yeah, I'll have what you had yesterday, because that was ridiculous.
Around for all of us, please, because apparently that's the key to avoiding being poisoned.
By lizard men darts, yes.
Yeah.
Nothing that a belly full of ham cannot cure. So how do you all feel? No, now that
Not
you are,
great.
Yeah, still feel a little groggy.
Knobolas is just going to turn and like puke, just like to answer that question.
Oh.
just casually,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still kind of upset that even with my backflip move, I still somehow got hit in the leg.
Well, you cannot be too hard on yourself. Those lizards, they are dastardly. We will have to be careful on our march to the prison camp in Knife's Edge. Speaking of which, I am exhausted. Can someone carry me? I've been up all night.
So at this point, Elric kind of stands up and he's brushing the sand off of his robes. He says, "I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere." I'm glad
We're
you
gonna
got that,
have
Ed.
to be quiet.
Jeez. Oh, boy.
Don't
Come on,
let-
you guys
don't
call
let
yourselves
him near
nerds.
Don't let him near any children or temples.
I killed the lizard men and the lizard women and the lizard children, too. Alright. So,
Nordo, brother, how do you feel? Are you needing any help? Are you okay?
No, I am just so tired. You know, I stay up all night. I watch your bodies. I make sure no one murders you. It's exhausting work. I'm so tired, But I will not falter, for we must make haste. We cannot stay on this beach. We must go forth into the jungle. Who amongst us is good at the tracking and the what do you call it? The walking through the forest and I don't know. I'm so tired. I can't think of words. Who's good at nature sheep?
I am not good.
Being a wood elf and all, I mean, a tropical island isn't my forte, but I'm happy to help lead this trek through the jungle.
Oh, good. Because I am not going to be of any use today. I am so tired. But I do come prepared. I'm gonna take out a tiny pith helmet. I'm gonna put it on top of my hat. Be like, okay, now I am ready. Lead the way, Deficit Blossom.
So as you guys are sitting around having this discussion, within the jungle you hear a rustling as something is moving towards you and pretty quickly.
Here, lizard.
Go away.
Oh gosh, what's next?
Out of the brush comes a dog.
Is that a
Around-
dog wearing a cape?
A rather large dog, actually, and it seems to have a saddle on its back. It walks over to the pile of lizard folk bodies and gives them a little sniff. Then it walks away from them directly over to you, Clifton, and he starts licking your face.
Oh, hello there. I don't know what to say. I like dogs, so do I recognize this dog?
Well, you spot he has a little collar on with a little tag, and his name is Booker.
Oh, Booker.
Sounds familiar.
Part of the Knob family.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Perhaps he recognized you.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, does Knobolas recognize him? So if he recognizes me...
no, he doesn't. I was just making a joke with Jason. So,
Okay,
no,
well, okay. You know what? I was going along
Sorry.
with the bill. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is my dog. I have
need to-
amnesia. I don't know.
I need to be more careful about what I say. No, so
Does he really know us, or does he just smell the emanating essence of pork coming off of Agnomeio?
I have the pork sweats. What can I say?
So he starts kind of acting a bit erratic, and he's kind of running towards the jungle, and then back to you, and licking you, and jumping on you, and then back and watching you.
Should we throw him some magic pork?
No, I think what he wants is for us to follow him. I think he's just trying to
yes.
get our attention.
I think this is a Lassie situation.
Yeah, this is definitely
Okay.
a last
Okay.
situation. I think we should follow Booker and see what's wrong.
Yes.
Timmy
You
fell
can
down
say-
the well again.
I was gonna say I
what?
can't. What did you say, Molly?
Timmy fell down the well again.
Is it Twerk Brand? Is
No,
he
it's
here?
Twerk
Oh
Brand.
God, no!
It somehow fell down a well on the other side of the road.
That little shit.
All right, we're following. Let's follow Booker. What is it, boy? Follow.
I was gonna say we can't say no to Booker.
That's
Get
always
it?
been
Okay,
my
no.
problem too. All right, so
Yeah.
you continue your march through the jungle, following behind Booker. Every 20 or so feet, he stops and watches you as you catch up. The jungle is incredibly hot, and you all find yourselves sweating profusely in your armor. Elric and Walter are starting to kind of lag behind a bit. I'd like everybody to make a survival check for me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, that sounds dangerous.
I don't like where this is going. Is this the first survival roll we've done?
I think so, yeah.
You might have done one in the Copper Groves. Generally, it's used for just kind of like making sure you can find your way, etc.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Agnomeio.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for anybody watching
I
at
am-
home, Agnomeio is going to be rolling with disadvantage on any ability check because of his exhaustion.
I am so tired, you guys. I am so tired. My little legs, my little itty bitty legs, they are swollen. I can barely walk.
So Elric, actually, let me do one for Elric at least. I don't think Walter's going to be much help. So Elric actually does pretty well. So we've got a 14, a 20, a 5, a 10, and an 18, which is a higher average than you needed. So actually, Knobolas, oddly enough, you recognize some vines that you know to hold water. And as you cut them, you drink, and it starts. You're able to stave off exhaustion for you and your whole party. Kind of pointing around, and everybody takes a drink. All right, so you haven't been walking for long when you notice that the ground under you turns from scattered leaves and wood to a more intentional design of cobblestone. The remnants of a wall or some sort of stone structure are on both sides of you, leading to a 30-foot deep gully with a strange greenish-brown mist settling on the bottom. You see a small tent, smaller than most, off to the east side of the stone.
Well,
Man, can we
could go and.
well, before wait, Agnomeio.
Okay, I stop him.
I know you like to jump into boats, brother, without any thought of checking it first. So maybe we should do a quick investigation before we go into someone's tent.
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
All right. So tell me what you're doing.
So can we just investigate the area a little bit?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Any signs of life? Any signs of people? Any sort of anybody that's here that could be hostile? We just want to kind of look around, see what we smell, see what we see.
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Okay. Oh God, I see nothing.
Well, I'll let you help. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, somebody else roll. I mean, geez.
Typically, you guys want to call out help before the failed roll. All right, with a 19. So a 19 is much better. Now, Daffy, you being a wood elf, this is much more your domain. It makes a little bit more sense for you to start looking for tracks, looking for signs of broken whatever. Now, obviously, the tent shows that somebody's here. You could tell that this tent is not weathered. It has not been here long, and you expect that whoever set it up is either still in the area or at least hasn't been gone for much time. You notice that there are boot marks in the mud surrounding the tent, and you see some paw prints around the tent as well, roughly about the size of Booker's feet. And you get the feeling that this is probably whomever owns Booker probably is with this tent.
And he is a riding dog, so perhaps his owner is someone of my stature. I do like meeting small people. That makes me feel normal for a little while.
So I will say with a 19 as well, you all listen a bit, and even with the kind of deafening noise that the jungle just generally has, you are reasonably confident that there's nobody inside the tent.
Okay.
And what is Booker doing right now? Because like before he was kind of like anxious on the beach trying to lead us over here. Is he like calm at this point, or what's his deal?
So he's sniffing around the tent. I didn't want to be moving the token around just to not be distracting. So at the moment he's sniffing around the tent. He's just he's still acting a bit erratic. Kind of like walking back and forth. He's staying very close to you.
All right. Well, hey guys, I mean, let's see what Booker does. Let's walk a little bit up further and see if he either stays or continues to guide us forward.
Daphne, you said you saw the tracks, yes? Can you tell which direction they go?
Can I see that well, Mr. DM?
So with the cobblestone, although you see some mud that kind of probably came off the boots onto the cobblestone, after about a few feet heading north-ish, along the path, you lose track of the tracks.
Well, I guess I'll lead us in that general direction.
All right.
Yeah, did you say it was a cliff ahead?
Yes. So this area up in front of you is basically a 30-foot wide chasm. You could see across, and it's only probably about 20 feet across. However, at the bottom of this, there is a very thick-looking mist that's traveling almost like water, from the right side to the left side, from the east to the west.
So are we throwing the gnome again this time?
I mean, I am not opposed.
What a good sport.
You know, getting thrown, jumping on things,
like-
it's kind of my deal.
Well,
feel
Booker
like
could
that-
maybe run fast and jump.
I feel like Alessio being very, very proficient in acrobatics can make this jump as well.
Well, also, do keep in mind, because I am so tired, I am not so good at pretty much anything right now. So,
Well, that's true. That's true. He is pretty tired.
I am just so
Well, well, I wonder if Booker will let him get on him. Like, if Booker could get a running start, I bet he could get across.
I can try. I can try. Hello, little doggy. Would you like some pork?
Make an animal handling check with. I'll let you do kind of just a normal roll with this one. So I think try to roll advantage, see what happens.
Okay.
I don't know what it's gonna automatically do for you.
17.
17. All right,
Not,
we'll.
not bad.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Cool. So he takes the pork from your hand and he kind of licks your face a bit. He does not move your hat. Just, you know, I don't know what that's worth, but that's something to know. He's very gentle around the hat.
That is good. He has a keen instinct for the important things.
Dogs have a sixth sense about this kind of thing. Hats.
Okay,
right.
well, I guess
Agnomeio,
I will attempt.
You feel up to riding Booker?
I will give it a try. I will hop on. I will try to hop on his back. Okay.
So,
easy,
as you-
easy does.
As you try to hop on his back, he does not go with that. He's not angry or vicious or anything like that. He just doesn't let you. You try to put your leg up and he just moves away and is like, you know. But
Okay, no worries. It is okay, my little friend. No worries. It's good. It's good.
Is he big enough for Knobolas to ride?
no.
Okay.
He's considered a medium creature, and in order to ride something, you would have to be small.
Okay.
All right. Is being Alessio is good at athletics? Is it possible he can get down this chasm here, or is it too vast?
Well, so just maybe so I can paint a better picture here. So it's about a 20-foot distance between where you are and where the other edge is. It's a 30-foot
20
drop.
feet.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot drop down. And at the bottom, you can't really see the bottom very well unless you want to specifically look for it. There is just this moving cloud of mist.
Okay.
Well, that is not promising.
I did see vines earlier. I wonder, can we go Tarzan style and swing across?
Are they strong enough?
Knobolas, why don't you give me a perception check? Let's see if you can find a vine or something that would work.
Oh.
Me too.
Oh,
22.
he finds many vines.
Yes.
So actually, not only do you see some vines that could potentially work, although they're mostly hanging on the other side of the chasm, but what you do see, and you missed it at first, is there's what appears to be a grappling hook and some rope hanging from one of the trees, the one over here on the left side. That looks like somebody probably used it to do exactly what you're trying to do, get across. But the rope is
That
fully
sounds
on the
work.
other side.
Okay, I was like, that sounds a lot better than vines.
All right, Nipples, go get it.
So am I going Tarzan style? I mean, I'm the most appropriately dressed for this.
You are. That is true. And you got the hair for it.
I know,
Long
right?
flowing hair.
You do, yeah. You swing on that grappling vine. It'll look kind of. I'll take a Polaroid.
So just to confirm, because I think I might not have it, the rope is completely on the other side of the chasm.
Right. Okay.
And there were no
Oh,
vines
wow.
on this side.
There's
Does
no
anyone
vines
have-
that seem like they would make sense that aren't attached to the other side of the chasm.
Oh, jeez.
So
If you're
I mean, can
looking
we
at the
not-
map, the two large trees that are kind of in front of you to the left and the right are the ones that look the most promising.
Could we not
Well-
mage hand our way over and grab the rope?
No, it wouldn't. Oh, I guess we could do that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice thinking.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do it.
All right, I got the mage hand too,
Oh, you-
so if you fail, I could try
Yeah,
it.
sounds good. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you cast Mage Hand, and tell me what you're doing. Are you going for the vines, the rope? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the rope. I think that's probably, as much as fun it would be to swing across some vines. I might do that later. I think the rope's probably the better choice for all of us.
Okay.
Agreed.
Cool. All right, so you cast your Mage Hand, and you float it across the chasm, and you grab the rope, and you're able to retrieve it back closer to you. However, the angles working with the tree and the chasm, I think you're going to have to kind of get a running start if you want to use it and not land possibly in the mist.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I have never been afraid to throw myself into danger. Let's go.
Since Agnomeio is a little bit tired, let me get a go at it.
That's fair.
All right. So, Alessio, so we're going to do a bit of a combination of long jump, and I'm going to kind of make it a much less DC because you guys have the rope. So in order to do a long jump, you need to basically you run, and you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So that's with a long jump. So basically, what's your strength total?
My strength total is 15.
Okay. So basically you could cover 15 feet with a long jump, but because you have the rope, I think that's okay. So why don't you go ahead and roll a strength check for me. Athletics.
Wait. Strength or athletics?
Sorry, athletics. Athletics is used with strength. I just read it backwards because
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
I don't
Oh,
do
yeah,
this a lot either.
With advantage or with just normal?
Let's go with advantage.
Okay.
No problem. Okay. So you kind of back up, you feed the rope, like you're kind of holding the rope, and you run, and you do a long jump, pulling on the rope at the same time. With a natural 20, yeah, you throw a flip in there, because why not? This time you don't get shot with a dart. And however, even with a natural 20, I will tell you that you just barely land on the other side. You've got
Well,
your...
I mean, it is a friggin' 30-foot chasm. I mean, Jesus.
Right. Well, it's 30 feet down. It's 20 feet across, just for anybody listening. So you land it, and you're fine, and you've got sure footing, but even with a 20, just barely.
Okay. All right. So, so I'm going to now go into the tree and try to retrieve that rope.
Okay.
Oh no, he already got it with the mage hand, right?
Well,
Yeah,
so
the rope's...
You can throw it
So the
back
rope
to
is...
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw it back to the other side to help everyone else get across.
Okay, no problem. Even if you don't get it the first time, it's easy enough. You could do it a few times. No penalty there. So who's going next?
I will.
So Daffy?
All right.
All right.
Yep.
So same deal for you. Go ahead and roll athletics with advantage.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, you rolled a 20. So with a 20, you also are able to make it across. You're a little concerned that your heavy chainmail is pulling on the tree a bit too much, but you end up making it. You don't do a flip, but you made it.
Can I at least go, ta-da!
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, there we go. There.
All right. Who's next?
Okay, I guess I will try. Here we go.
All right. Same deal.
Usually I'm not so worried about jumping over long distances.
What is your strength score, Agnomeio?
18. I am
Okay.
very strong. Pocket
You are.
Hercules.
You could practically make the jump without the rope, but just don't roll too low. All right, go ahead and it'll be a if you could.
Don't roll too low.
Oh god, now I'm stressed.
So it'll be a normal roll for you because you would have advantage with the rope and then you have disadvantage with your stuff. So if it gives you that option.
Yes, sir. Oh, I got
Wow,
a
look at you
20.
guys.
Oh,
Whoa,
wow.
Look at me.
You know what that means, Knobolas. You're rolling like a 2.
I know. Well, Bubble Bath Bourbon just said, what are the odds the other two roll 20s? Well,
So
not
far,
very
so
good at this point.
All right, so
wait. How are we gonna get Booker across?
Oh, that's a good
How are we going to get Knobolas across? That's a little more important than the question. Because Knobolas is not very acrobatic or
Obviously,
strong.
I care
so
about the dog a lot.
I got that impression.
He might have another way. Well, for all we know, he's a dog. He could be something else. We have no idea.
Yeah, can I watch the dog to see if he kind of sniffs around to see if there's another way across?
Sure. How long do you want to watch them?
On these floating rocks. Or
I couldn't tell if they were floating or they're just on the
No,
ground.
they're not floating. They're just
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that.
I didn't paint over them properly.
I thought they might be.
I could only do so much. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah,
No.
I just don't know if Knobolas is ready to risk that jump. That doesn't seem like the best method for him. So now I'm just like,
What's your strength, Knobolas?
it is 7.
Okay. Wow.
And my acrobatic. Well, my acrobatics are nice. I do have good acrobatics,
Athletics.
but my athletics are not
Yeah.
good. No, -2.
All right. Well, go ahead.
I can stay behind him and pet Booker to the. I mean, what do you guys think?
Come on, make the jump. Live. Do it.
Is there anything else that you
agree
guys
with
could do to possibly give him a better chance?
No, he must do it on his own.
I like the positive reinforcement, but I don't think it's going to help me.
Yeah,
here.
I don't think. Man, I don't have anything that could help you. Sorry, buddy.
I don't. Well, I mean, I promise that if you fall in the mist, I will say something nice at your funeral. How about that?
Okay, how long is the rope? Can I tie it off? Because I think I have some rope on me. Can I extend the rope and
How about we? Why don't you tie the end of the rope to yourself, and then throw the other end over to us? And this way, if you don't make it, we can kind of keep you from falling to the bottom of the 30-foot pit.
Yeah.
I like that, but first I'm wondering if we do a tightrope situation, could I use acrobatics to try to get across it, like
Whoa.
tightrope walking?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like
All
that.
right, you want to tightrope it? Okay.
It's my best shot here.
So we should find
All
a
right.
tree and shoot a crossbow bolt.
You're a big dude. I don't see you walking a line, but okay.
Only his pecs are big.
They're actually hollow too. So no
They're like drums. I beat on them.
What did I say?
Remember
They're
what your
vanity
mother
muscles.
said. Remember what your mother said. You're in danger.
You're in danger. Your nipples are in danger. I laughed every single time as I was editing that damn short, just over and over again. I was laughing. All right. Anyway, so Knobolas, you're going to. All right. Tell me what you're doing.
So I'm gonna have them throw me the rope.
Okay.
And I imagine it reaches all the way over here now.
Yes, you're able to. So you currently have a rope that is tied off to the tree across the chasm. Think like a 45-degree angle.
Sorry, do I tie the other end to the dog? But I'm like, that's awful because if it falls.
No, probably a bad idea.
Yeah. Can I look to see if there's any sturdy we're standing near this bridge. Are there
Sure.
any sturdy poles on the bridge that I can test to make sure aren't gonna fall?
Yeah, absolutely. So the big boulder to your left and the big boulder to your right, those aren't going anywhere. If you wanted to tie something to those, you would be totally fine with that.
I'll tie the end of it to the boulder.
Is there any way you got a big upper body? Can you put the dog on your back or something?
That's a great question. Can I? Wait, is it gonna give me disadvantage if I do that?
It depends on how you're getting across. I'm still unclear whether you're trying to tightrope walk or if you're trying to swing.
I'm tightrope walking.
Okay. If he lets you take him on his back, I have to assume that you would have disadvantage on tightrope walk. Because you're going to be a bit more top heavy.
Yeah, if you're going to tightrope walk, you might have to lead the dog, and maybe Booker knows another way around that we don't know. So
yeah, watch Booker just find some easy way across. So, I mean, he obviously is not going near the green mist. It doesn't seem like he's interested.
Watch him just friggin' transport across, and he'll just be there.
All right, I'll leave.
Trek style, just beams up.
Yeah, and then he's just he's there. Yeah.
I'll leave Booker behind for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So do I have an advantage like everyone else, or no?
So with the crazy contraption that you are putting together, so I'm let me make sure that I'm getting this right. So you're currently holding the rope that was tied to the tree while attempting to tightrope walk after tying off to one of these rocks, and assuming the other group does the same on their side. Is that? I'm very unclear what you do.
No, okay, yeah. I think I know where the confusion is. I thought it was attached on the other side to a tree with a grappling hook. Like I thought it was already tied to the tree. So I was just tying off the other side to make it taut. But
so think of it this way: the grappling hook is up in a branch in one of these jungle trees. So it's up a bit. It's up a ways. That's how everybody's been able to swing over.
Gotcha. So it would be a very steep tightrope.
Yeah. So like you couldn't tightrope walk up the rope if it was taut like that.
Killing me here, Bill. I'm trying to run through all the ideas how to get over.
So we will tie a rope to a root or whatever. And then we will throw the other end to you. You tie it off to the boulder. You're good.
Yes.
If you guys have a rope, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do that. We tie it to the. Is that what you say? You're gonna tie it to a root?
Or a trunk, or some sort of emanation.
Low item.
Got it.
All right. So you're tightrope walking.
Indeed, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Confidence, Clifton. All right,
yes.
Go ahead and I'm. What the hell? I'll give you advantage on it. All right, go ahead and do athletics. I'm sorry, acrobatics advantage. Too many A's.
Okay. Here we go. Here goes nothing. 20. 20s across the board.
How the hell did?
Wow.
Damn, this never happens.
A 25, a 20, and a 20. That's impressive. Okay.
Oh wait, the fact that someone in the chat said, "What are the odds that the other
Yeah,
two are
right.
rolled?"
Yeah, Nate said that.
Oh
That
man,
blows my mind.
that's incredible.
Man,
Let's
that's
see.
a beer. That's a beer frame right there.
All right, Knobolas. So on your way over, I want you to just make a quick perception roll for me.
All right.
A 10. Okay. Let's see. Okay. As you're crossing over the gully here, you notice some what look like skeletons, but it's a little tough to see. It could be the vines. It could be bones from an animal. It could be full body. Like you really can't tell at the bottom of the mist, but you're definitely able to see the bottom. You're taking your time. You're kind of walking across the rope, whereas the others all swung and did their backflips or whatever. You have enough time to look down. Unfortunately, you're not quite sure what you're seeing.
I assume that it's a good thing we didn't touch the green misty stuff. Usually green things in this game are a bad idea. Moss, mist.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So
Don't
at this
eat your vegetables.
At this point, you see Booker. He kind of runs backwards a little bit behind the tent, and that's the last that you see of him for the moment.
Okay.
Should we untie the rope so it's not easy for someone else to get across to follow us?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea in case we're being followed. Yep.
Yeah. We don't know what lizards lurk amongst the trees.
All right.
All right.
So now we
So
go
you guys
with what's ahead
untie
of
the
us
rope.
there.
So what's
Yep.
you basically like you have one of these tied to the rocks on the other side. So are you kind of throwing the rope in the pit? Are you?
Well, I was gonna say mage hand it again. I mean, you have a mage hand.
Take it with us.
Sure.
I mean, I haven't made. Yeah, we should probably take it with us in case we run across another situation like this.
Sure.
Sounds good.
And Mage Hand, I believe, is a cantrip, so you guys can. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
So
oh
you
yeah,
can
we can
cast
use
that
that.
as many times as you want. So no problem. You guys, you're able to cast Mage Hand. You untie the rope on the other side, bring it back to you, and now you have your rope back. So, okay,
Well done, guys.
nice. So, ahead of you, you see what you assume is the entrance to the temple. It looks like a giant skull with teeth showing signs of gold and silver paint, although mostly worn away. A yellow gem is in the center of its forehead.
Oh, hey, free gem.
Can we get closer? Are we allowed to move our tokens down?
Absolutely, yep.
Okay.
All All
I
right.
don't know why you're asking. I've already been.
Holy hell. So,
And that's
Ask
the
for
difference between
permission.
chaotic and.
are those? Is that a dragon head or a
It looks like a crocodile.
croc head?
Stamp, stamp.
Because I feel
So-
like we already did the crocodile thing. I've had enough of crocodiles already. Jesus.
And snakes.
And snakes.
Reptiles in general.
And all reptiles.
So they actually they appear to be the same. They look very similar to the lizard men that you had fought, as far as in the face. Maybe a little bit more primordial or ancient.
Oh god, is this the home of the like is this where all the poison dart throwing lizards live in this cave? In this entrance?
I'm getting that impression.
It's very possible, yes. Let's go see.
So wait, hold on. It might be some Indiana Jones
That's a
like
booby
stuff
trap.
with some booby traps. That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too.
So, what are you trying to do, Agnomeio?
I'm going to open the door. You know, I'm just like, hello.
Shouldn't you check for traps first?
Probably.
So let me describe this to you just a little bit more. So, in front of you, you see a giant skull. It looks to be humanoid. On both sides, you see what looks like lizard men sculptures of their heads. The skull itself has its mouth is closed completely at the moment, and it has a bright yellow gem in the center of its head.
Oh, I see. The mouth is closed. Okay, never mind. Well, I knock. Knock, 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 knock.
You okay.
Okay.
Nothing.
Couple steps backward.
Nothing. Nothing happens.
Can we inspect this skull and I don't know. I don't know necessarily what we're looking for, but perhaps the gem might have something relating to, I don't know,
So
should be.
as you're
I just feel like whenever there's three things, usually the other two have to do with one. Maybe we should inspect the lizard heads as well.
Yes, yes. Is there anything in their mouths or their eyes?
go ahead and make an investigation.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I have disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, I got a 14.
All right. So with a 14, does anybody here speak Draconic?
Oh.
No, but I speak Drunkonic.
Oh.
I am fluent as well, which is ironic because I'm.
I do not.
Okay, so no Draconic. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I wasn't. I was able to talk to that Dragonborn. That doesn't make me speak Draconic, does it?
Correct.
Okay. Then no.
Does anybody have a way to read languages that you don't have, that you don't know?
Did we get a book at some point or something?
I have a book, but I don't think it's related to that. Yeah.
Okay.
I do not know. I am just a fighter. All I do, I stab. I do not know nothing of language, linguistics.
All right. Well, then that's unfortunate. All right. So, Daffy, you notice that a beam of light starts shooting from the center of the skull's head. The yellow crystal illuminates and blasts out in a cone in front of you. And you hear a voice, although unfortunately it's in Draconic and you're not able to tell. But the skull itself is speaking to you in a language you don't recognize. Suddenly, the mouth opens.
Daffy drinks and she knows things.
And the mouth says in common, it says, "You may enter."
Oh.
Just me, or can I bring my friends? I'm sure it doesn't say anything back. Hey guys, I guess I'm gonna peace out and enter this whole thing.
No. If you go in, we go in with you. It is
Yeah.
all for one for all. All
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Okay, so you can
ask-
go first.
Yeah, ask Siri. Ask Siri, can my friends come with me?
So worth noting that Booker just found his way back up to you. He kind of came around
course
the
he
side.
Like, how the hell? Okay, whatever.
So
He's
dogs
very
are...
smart, though.
So are you going in, Daffy, or no?
Well, Agnomeio seems so eager to explore, so I'm going to send him in first. I'll follow closely.
So Agnomeio, just mentioning because you walked through the beam there. So the beam kind of moves from Daffy over to you, and it says, "You may enter."
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Well, that's very welcoming of you, Giant Skull. Thank you.
All right. Well, I guess we should all try to get some permission here.
Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna venture in the light as well.
Sure. So Alessio, the light beam points at you, and it says, "You may enter."
Okay.
And Booker actually trots right behind you, and he goes inside.
Come on, boy.
Oh, is it just me left?
Meanwhile, Knobolas is wondering what he's gonna do. I love the.
Novice is
Alright.
readying himself for some risky whiskey, but yeah.
So Knobolas, you step into the light, and you hear inside your head. It says, "Restrict the balanced, encourage the good." I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh, you know what? I just poured myself a risky whiskey, so I'm gonna go for that.
All right, go for it.
Always come prepared.
Yep.
Risky whiskey.
Let's try that again. By the way, fermentation's growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but I'm starting to like it.
It's I could see its place. Like honestly, it's not bad in any way. It's more just
It's not my
is this
favorite
really
limited release.
Yeah, knowing how much more it costs than the 10, it's like this is not worth it. All right, so Knobolas, you take 18 points of psychic damage as something abuses your brain. However, the skull remains open.
Did not say I could enter, did it?
It did not. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I almost want to tell you guys to go ahead. That was a lot of damage just for asking it a question. I don't know what would happen if I tried to go inside it.
When does that ever stop you from going inside someone's mouth? Come on.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Fuck it, I'm going in.
Ed, take 20 points of psychic damage. All right, you're going in, Knobolas?
I'm going in. Can you
All right.
repeat what he said to me just so I can take a quick note?
He said, restrict the balanced, encourage the good.
Well, I hope. I'm a pretty balanced man, but I also just walked across the tightrope, so.
Yeah.
But. So, all right, I'm going in.
All right. So you walk through the mouth, and it remains open, and you're able to walk through the door. I'm just gonna drag you in there. Ah,
It's definitely not the easiest mouth I've came in.
damn it! That joke already happened.
I know. I gotta top it off,
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, it's a complimentary.
Oh, dear Lord.
I love how you guys all dropped your token right on the door, so make it hard for me. So, as you all walk in, the door closes behind you. All right. So you enter the temple. Sconces are already alight within. The shadows dancing off the walls show a multitude of petroglyphs decorating them. The carvings seem intentionally obscured, as if carved in a spiral. As you look, you hear the sound of someone yelling for help.
Okay. All right.
What brand?
Before everybody wants to go run towards help, it could be a trap. So,
It is not. There is someone who is in danger.
Yeah, I know Agnomeio just wants to grab his pork and go help whoever needs help. But can we investigate the room quickly, DM?
Sure.
I'm just looking for I'm looking for traps along the way, basically.
Sorry, one sec. So you're looking for traps. Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okie dokie smoky. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna. No, just 6. I'll keep it. I'm gonna save my risky whisk in case we have a battle.
Okay. Just give me one sec. I'm trying to do something here. So with a 6, so you look around. The room is pretty well lit, and as far as you know, you don't see any traps in this room.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, there seems to be an open door to the right and a closed door here on the left.
Where can we tell from which way?
Can we tell which way the voice is coming from?
Exactly.
Yes. So the voice seems to be coming from the east side door, which you do notice is currently open. There's a wooden door to the right.
All right. Let's, I guess, slowly work our way towards that door. And the door's wide open.
Can we peer around the corner?
Yeah, peer around the corner.
So Booker is actually, he runs over towards that door as well, and he starts to bark.
Oh.
We have found his owner.
Is that who needs help?
He's kind of jumping around, definitely.
All right, let's. I think we should. This is where Booker wants us to go, so let's slowly walk in.
So we're letting a dog determine our fate. Cool.
Well, he's a
Very nice dog.
He's a good boy. He's very good.
He is a good boy. He's
Such
the
a
good.
boy that
Oh, hold on,
showed
Agnomeio.
us his life around the chasm. Like, I don't know.
I love your attitude. You're just like, oh, that looks like a pit. I should just jump into it. So
is Adriana actually playing Booker?
What the fuck?
Knobolas was already taken, unfortunately.
all right. So Adriana, why don't you? Well, you're yelling for help. What would you like to do?
Help! Help!
I hear the cries. of
Yeah,
someone.
I think we slowly kind of go in the door and see if is this a pit in front of us?
It sure is.
Or is
Yes.
it just dark?
No, it's a pit. So if you look,
it's a pit.
yeah. So in front of you, what you see, it appears as if there were a number of stones that had fallen into this pit, but you can't see the bottom of it. Very, very, very deep.
Whoa.
Very,
As
very,
if the tiles kind of fell out from the floor.
Is the yelling coming from in the pit, or is it coming from further down the passageway?
Well, didn't we take that grappling hook with us? Can we use it again? Is there anything that we could grapple onto on the other side? I don't know.
So you did leave the grappling hook outside. However, Alessio, you found a couple of grappling hooks in the ship in our last game, so you might not see them in your inventory, but you have a couple of grappling hooks with you.
Oh, okay. Well, in
They're
that
not
case,
they're not tied to anything at the moment, but you have them.
All right. Oh, so there's no rope
Well, you probably have a rope.
except the rope that we have.
We brought it with us. We got a rope.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to take one of my grappling hooks and tie it to the rope and throw it over there and see if I could latch it onto something on the other side.
Okay.
All right.
So you make a couple of throws, but there's really nothing to grip onto. It's a flat wall on the opposite side with a couple of tiles left over. It kind of clangs against the wall and then slides down and then dangles into the pit.
Oh man. Does anybody have a torch that we could throw down in the pit? Maybe we can get a better view of what's down there.
I believe I still have some torches left over. Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's go in and throw it down.
All right.
Yeah, throw it down the pit.
All right.
Okay.
So I hope it doesn't hit. Get Adrian on the way.
Look out below.
So you light a torch, you toss it down into the pit, and you watch it get very small before it does seem to hit something. Easily a couple hundred feet.
Sorry.
Ow.
Another question. I don't know if you addressed this. Is the voice we hear coming from in the pit or down the hallway?
Why don't you ask?
Oh, where are you? Are you in the pit or down the hallway?
I'm not in the pit.
Ah, shit.
The stupid floor fell away.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
Well, at least we know how deep it is now, and not to fall into this one. 30 feet versus whatever
yeah,
that is.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to fall in it.
Yeah.
How much rope do we have between us? I threw all my rope away, but I do have a weep.
The whip doesn't go very far. It's probably about 10 feet long.
I know,
so.
but I tried to contribute, don't you know?
Just saying. Yeah.
I do not have rope on me.
Probably have rope
So
somewhere.
this is a
All right,
slight.
so
This
it's
is
the-
hold on. Sorry, this is a slight out of game. The virtual tabletop that we're using upgraded recently, and it kind of killed some of your menu items. So you guys aren't able to see what's in your backpacks right now. For the
I thought we
the
had some rope.
between all of you, I'm pretty confident in saying that you guys have at least 100 feet of rope. We'll just go with that, and if I'm wrong, then whatever. It happened by magic. You grabbed a vine or something.
Okay. Let's dangle some.
We're swinging across another pit here.
No. We are dangling rope to rescue our newfound friend, who we do not know yet. Excuse me. What is your name? Before we dangle the rope, what's your name?
I am the famous TaLin Creek.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. Could you repeat that?
Voyager, and I need help. I'm stuck.
Her name is
see Booker?
TaLin Creek.
TaLin Creek.
Ooh,
Okay.
Hollow
that was-
Creek.
And excuse me, but do you know any dog by the name of Booker?
That's my guy. That's my boy.
Oh,
Did he
okay.
get y'all?
He is very
Yeah, we
good
have him here
boy.
with us. Good boy.
Oh, he's getting all the treats.
All right. Enough with the small talk. Let's get her out of there.
Booker won me to your side. Yes.
All right. So what? We're throwing down the rope for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I say
Well,
like
let's-
you be prepared to like just basically just yank her up. It's probably going to take a lot of strength.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
so
gonna have
she's
to.
she's not in the pit.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought she said she
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
in the pit.
yeah.
I was confused why you
Not
guys
in
are
the
saying.
pit? I thought
So-
No, she said. She literally said, "I'm not in the pit."
Oh, I thought she was in the pit.
I thought she was
I
in the
have
pit.
terrible hearing.
All right. So how the hell do we get across this friggin' pit now? There's always a
Ugh.
friggin' pit.
I mean,
I only
can
have
kite
so
whip my
many
way
tools at
across
my
the pit.
disposal, Jason.
Uh,
If you want, I can
We're
make
gonna
the
have
traps
to-
a lot worse.
There's nothing to latch. There's nothing to latch on to.
we could try shooting a crossbow bolt into the mortar on the other side. Just a thought. And then we attach the rope to that, and we shimmy across.
I do have an unbreakable arrow. Would that be a better use to try to pierce a concrete wall with?
Oh, I like your thinking. That is good.
But I'm not sure. Is that the actual use of an unbreakable arrow?
You could
I
certainly
don't know.
try.
Or okay.
You don't know. What do you know about an unbreakable? It's called an unbreakable arrow. That's all Alessio knows.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it can't be broken. So
I said the worst it can do is break.
if I'm gonna shoot it out, I'm gonna shoot it out a friggin' wall. Then I might as well be an unbreakable
Like
arrow.
a term of art, it's like a 90% chance of not breaking, but sometimes.
If it doesn't go in, I'll bring it back. However, I get over. I promise.
All right. So I'm gonna use my unbreakable arrow. Let's see here. I have one.
So you're gonna tie a rope to it, and then
Yep.
maybe I can help
I'm gonna tie-
bang it
I'm-
into the mortar
I'm
if
gonna
it'll go.
tie
in.
a rope to the unbreakable arrow and I'm gonna shoot it across into the wall.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna
All right.
use your short bow with the unbreakable arrow, with a rope tied to it. Is that what you said?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Not a very far shot, I would think, even with the weight of the rope. You're able to. Why don't you make an attack roll? Let's just see. Just basically
here's
shoot
where
your
it gets-
bow like you normally would.
Here's where it gets fun. Here we go.
Well, this is why you saved your risky whiskey.
This is true.
You literally only have to hit the broad side of a temple, you know?
I'm clicking my short bow, but it's not doing anything.
So in the chat, just click on attack.
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah. My expectation is
go.
all these mods that we use will be fixed in 2 weeks when we play again.
There we go. Okay. Oh, risky whiskey time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say with an 11 that it's worth doing the risky whiskey.
Okay. Oh, it said I'm out of ammunition. Oh. I gotta.
Yeah, just yeah, do there you go.
Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christmas! What the hell?
So the first time,
we can always retrieve it. Just pull it back in.
yeah. So here's the thing with the setup that you have, it is basically like a fishing lure. You're able to take multiple shots, but the roll that you did is more about how long it takes you, and it does take you a little while because you're trying to basically pierce through kind of like a corner where the bricks are joining, trying to aim for like a soft spot because the arrow doesn't go through stone, but it does plink, 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 so anyway, after a little while you do manage to get it to wedge into the wall.
Okay.
TaLin probably
Alright,
is
then.
very impressed with your lack of being able to shoot.
Yeah.
Really, these are the ones that came to rescue me?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm glad I stepped away for that.
Yeah. Good thing. Yeah. Good thing you hid behind the wall. Who knows where the arrow would have went? All right. So one end is in the wall. We have the other end here.
Okay, sweet.
Are we going to get her, or is she coming to us?
Yeah, are y'all gonna like attach this to something so I can try to?
Well, we can tie it to one of these.
So-
many pieces.
So what I would say is the way that he shot it, I would say you're not tall. If you'd like to, you could kind of do like a hand over hand thing if you want to trust that the arrow's in the wall. You could do any number of things, but at the moment you have a taut rope with an arrow sticking in a wall, and the choices are yours.
Cool. Okay. Can I jump onto it and start pulling on it and see if it's in there good or not
Sure.
before I find out over the pit?
It seems pretty solid.
Seems pretty solid.
Seems pretty solid.
Okay. Trying to decide if it's smart to go shimmy across or should I be tying myself to something just in case. Do I have any rope that I could,
You do.
I guess, tie around myself? I'm trying to think. As like a
Yeah, so
a thing that I've attached.
You have
or
about
if
50
it's
feet of
that
rope
I-
on you as well.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of rope. I'm tiny. That'll be great. Okay. And how far is how wide
So
is this gap?
the gap is about almost 10 feet wide, and it's about 25 feet long.
Okay, so I'm thinking
15 feet
I'm
long,
gonna-
sorry. Yeah, 15.
I'm gonna tie some rope around me to
Mhm.
throw to y'all. That way, if the rope I'm shimmying across, if that arrow comes out, y'all will still have hold of me, and I don't totally fall.
We got you.
Good idea.
All right.
So
All
that's
right.
in my
Okay.
plan.
So let's do this.
So are you able to move
I-
your character? You should be able to if you click on it and use your arrows. Just to make sure you can. Yep. All right, cool. Hey, there she is.
There she is.
She's coming out of the darkness. All right, so TaLin, your first roll. I'd like you to make athletics, please. With an 11. So you do only weigh about 40 pounds. So you're not very heavy. And you're able to kind of go hand over hand till you get about to the middle. And you start hearing from behind you the arrow just like a very slight scrape. And I would say let's make one more athletics check.
Roll better.
Come on.
Let's
Come
see
on.
how fast you can move here. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Like
All right.
greased lightning.
So you go hand over hand, and you get to the edge just as the arrow pops out of the wall. And you're lucky you've got that rope around your waist, and you kind of reach your hand out towards Alessio. You're kind of leaning back, and you reach your hand out.
Alessio.
I was like, yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, we were all waiting. Like,
I reach out my hand, grab her, and pull her to the other side with us.
Okay.
yay!
All right. Cool. Good job. All right. So TaLin, you are now safely on the other side.
TaLin, you're tiny.
Thank God.
Hello.
How did you end up on the other side of that chasm?
Hold on, I gotta check on my dog. Is my dog cool? Is he good?
Booker,
Alright.
Booker, yes. So as soon as you get across, Booker is actually already like kind of just jumping on you. He's being obnoxious, but he is like all over you.
Okay. He's a good boy.
Oh, good boy.
He's a good boy.
That's a good boy.
Priorities. I can't talk to y'all until I've checked on Booker.
We get it. Yeah.
And had a sip of water. There, and accidentally Booker freaking stubbed his toe. I turned around, stepped on the wrong tile that I knew would set off the trap, and set off the trap, and barely caught myself in time. And now I've just been hanging around while Booker has been losing his mind, waiting for somebody.
Baby.
There are
He's
traps.
a good boy, though.
Cool.
Good info there.
So what are you doing? So what brought you to this cave?
So, I'm a historical voyager. A while back, I was competing against this douchebag. His name is Indiana Gnome. He and I are always trying to beat each other. We're always trying to beat each other to get into the prize of information. And so a while back at the Titanic Chasms, I found this blade, and we both have been hearing about these rumors that this temple and some temples here in the jungles near Knife's Edge would explain how the lizard folk actually got power in this region. They shouldn't have had power, and somehow they've gotten it. So, but I found this little instrument that would help me search around, and I'm pretty sure that this place has information that could get me into another place that will really uncover what's going on, but I have to figure out where that is. I'm not even sure, and find my way around this place, which has been a real pain in my tiny ass. So,
What kind of instrument?
so while I was back there, Indiana Gnome completely missed it, but I was able to find this keyblade. So it's this blade, but I can tell by the shape of it, if you've seen these before, you can tell that each one is a little bit different. It has a little bit of a different sort of vibration to the crystal that it's made out of. And so when you put it into the wall at just the right spot, it'll go and it'll unlock a secret area.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
sounds very impressive.
Yeah. But I gotta find that spot. And I thought it was over there, but I'm pretty sure I was wrong. having been stuck there for a bit now, it wasn't there.
Well, first of all, allow me to introduce myself. I am Agnomeio Banderas. My secret identity is Noro. You may have heard of me. And these are my sidekicks. Would you like to introduce
Sidekicks?
yourselves?
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
All right, little man.
Well, I am Knobolas, not Knobolas Creek. I imagine he's your friend. I am of a different Knobolas. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You're a lot taller than the Knobolas Creek, I know.
Okay, that's good to hear. And am I handsomer too?
I don't know. I'm a halfling, so I'm kind of only into halflings. It's kind of my thing.
Fair enough.
It gets complicated when you get over twice my height. So
I am
Who
Alessio
else is
Morte, the man who grabbed your hand and brought you over. You're very light, but I'm very
you're
dark.
very dark.
Yes.
You seem very dark.
Good timing, yes.
Well, I'm Daphne, but you can call me Daffy, and I just try to keep these schmucks in line. It's nice to have another female perspective around.
Keyword tries.
If we fall out of line, she denies us Kool-Aid.
You get Das Boot to the face.
So,
That seems like quite the task.
yeah, we are a handful. Would you like assistance in finding the chamber which corresponds to your keyblade? We would be happy to help. All right, guys? Yeah?
Yes. Of course.
What are you guys? What are you guys up to? Do you know Indiana Gnome? I need to make sure I'm not being.
Agnomeio, do you know Indiana Gnome?
He sounds like a complete ass, and I do not care to know him, honestly.
Good.
Well, TaLin Creek, what can you tell us about the door behind us to the left? Or do you know anything what could be behind that door?
Oh, did we lose her?
Audio.
She's spinning.
Oh,
I see her. I just don't
we
hear
didn't. We didn't hear any of that, Adriana.
Oh,
There you
can
go.
you?
Yep, we can hear you.
There you
Okay.
are.
her.
Yeah.
Well, what I was saying was I couldn't see a door, so
Well, I am very good at opening doors. I have learned this in my many travels. Why don't we go and inspect?
all right. Yeah, let's check. I haven't gotten to check out this door. I only got as far as that trap, but I mean, coming in here.
Well, as always, guys, we
Weird.
should always check the door for booby traps or check if it's actually open before anything.
So which of you is going to check the door?
Considering I am terrible at everything right now, perhaps my brother in Rapier would like.
Great. Well, I'm rolling like shit, so whatever. I'll give it a go. All right. So I'm checking the door for booby traps.
All right. So go ahead and roll. Investigation.
Okay. Hey!
Nice.
An 18.
Investigated the shit out of that door.
You sure did. So actually, as you are investigating the door, you kind of look at it real quick. You learn some stuff from that floating island. You're peeking through the keyhole, which it actually does not have a keyhole. And then you go to touch the door, and you notice the lights in the room, they start to dim. And all around you, all of those carvings on the wall, they start to move. And
Well,
they start...
shit.
So they start humming and like almost vibrating, and as I described earlier, the carvings in the wall, they looked like a swirl, almost like as if something had been etched in a spiral pattern. And all around the room, all of the spirals kind of undo, and suddenly you're able to see the pictographs very clearly. And you see it shows a history of a small group of gnomes, many wearing hides and leaves to cover themselves. Nevertheless, they are shown tinkering within the temple. Etchings of a giant lizard head loom over the temple. Shadows fall over the gnomes, and they're shown hiding behind rocks and walls as the lizard folk kill and eat several members. The etchings change again, showing the gnomes fighting back using machines and weapons. The lizard folk are killed. Next is shown the river outside of their temple drying up and a mist moving in. The gnomes that enter the mist are depicted with blood dripping from their eyes and then wandering around as if blind. The last image that is shown is of the lizard folk entering the temple and the gnomes being slaughtered. And that is where we're going to end the episode for tonight.
God, after we just see that, after we see all those wall carvings tell that gruesome story, oh my God. Okay.
Well, good to end on a cliffhanger. So, thank you everybody for joining us here on the Whiskey Dictionary. Adriana, I'm so glad that you were able to join us, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple of...
Dungeons and Drams.
What? Oh, did I say the Whiskey? Man, you say the same damn thing for like 18 years. It's like, sorry, Dungeons and Drams. Oh man, yeah, that's not going to be the last time that happens. All right. So anyway, thank you all for joining us here on Dungeons and Drams. So we're going to be taking next week off, as some of us are going to be at the Bastards Ball over in Austin. I'm flying home on like Monday and just not going to have time to prep a session. So join us here again in a couple of weeks. We will, as always, put the video up, and we will discover what else is in this tomb or temple. We'll see. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Cheers.
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 Cheers.